Hey guys, it's Elaine, the Ninja Life Coach, and welcome to my channel today. Today is Motivational Monday, so sit back, grab yourself a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Hey everybody, I'm back. Today is Motivational Monday, so let's talk just a little bit about getting motivated for 2021. Our first quarter of the year is over. So this is a good time to stop and take assessment of what we're going to do for the rest of the year. To take a look at what does God want from me in 2021. I know 2020, we saw a lot of changes. We saw a lot of things that are new and different with our lives that we had no idea that we were going to be facing, potentially forever. The first quarter of 2021 is a great time to assess, what is it I want to do for the rest of the year? What does God require from me? Or do I have any idea what He's going to require from me for the rest of the year? How can I interact with my fellow man, given the guidelines that we have in place now with COVID-19? What can I do to further my vision for 2021? This is a great time to assess that. I've mentioned before on this channel that the book of Habakkuk talks about writing the vision, make it plain, that he may run who reads it. So if you have a God-given vision in your life, something that God has told you to do, something that He has placed you on that road to go and do, this is a great time to start. The end of a quarter, the semi-annual type of thing in June and at the end of December, those are all great times to assess, where am I? Because sometimes we can actually think that we're making progress in moving towards that goal. But when we sit down and actually assess what have we done for the year, it doesn't look quite the same as we have that vision in our heads. That's why it's good to go back and say, okay, what is it I have done? What can I do in the future? And what steps do I need to take to make sure my second quarter of the year looks better than my first quarter? What can I do to improve what God has given me to do for the rest of the year of 2021? As a life coach, I'm going to get really real with you all. I know sometimes when we get off track, it's very difficult to get back on track. And I have struggles with that too myself. I mean, we all do. I think most any life coach that is absolutely honest will tell you that. Because just because a life coach is a life coach, that doesn't mean that we don't have the same struggles that you do. And sometimes when we get off track, it's hard to jump back on that track. Because once you start thinking in a rut, that rut becomes engraved in your mind and it creates new grooves in your brain. And it's sometimes hard to jump out of that rut and back off on that track. So that is something that we all struggle with. And if you're struggling with that, just reach out to me and I'll try to help you any way I possibly can in this new year, in this 2021. I just wanted to do a quick video about this morning because I know that we have reached the end of the first quarter. And it's time for us to say, okay, second quarter, what are we going to do? What goals are we going to set? What can I do to draw myself closer to the Lord? Because that really needs to be our number one goal. How am I going to develop my relationship with God? And how am I going to develop my relationship with others? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, no matter how many times you write down that vision, no matter how many times you try to make it plain to yourself, if you're not loving God and loving others, then you're not moving forward with the vision that God has for you. Because every vision that God gives you is going to draw you closer to Him, and it's going to draw you closer to your community of people that you can love and that will love you back. And if you're in a community, I'm just going to throw this out here, if you're in a community that you're not being loved on and nurtured and spoken positive feedback into, you need to find another community. I'm just going to tell you, you do, because everybody deserves that. Everybody needs that. That is a basic need, is affirmation. In Maslow's hierarchy of needs, affirmation is one of the most important needs that we as humans have. So we all need that. Here comes Trixie. Trixie decides she wants to sit with me while I finish up this video. If you all are struggling with your vision, what we can do is I can get you on the right track with your vision. So send me an email and I will do everything I can to help you, at least point you in the right direction. It's kind of limited in what I can do without, an actual coaching session. But if you'll tell me a little bit about your circumstance, I might be able to just kind of point you in the right direction. So you all have a wonderful day. I'm here to help if I can. God bless you all. Maranatha, folks. Bye-bye. Love you all.